Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, I'm going to be telling you guys the complete story of the Downs family, Thomas, Edith, and Archie, including a secret encounter that I had no idea even happened. So let's start from the very beginning. Thomas Downs is a character that you can actually encounter in Chapter 2. He'll actually be standing outside of the horse stables, and he's looking for people to donate to his charitable cause.
How about you, sir?
Hey, partner.
Hello, sir.
You get a lot of money doing this?
Not much, but it's the trying that counts.
If you say so.
Well, I do. And who do you help?
I'll help you learn to keep your mouth closed.
Sorry, sir. Come on, please. Please, somebody, be generous.
Now, after that interaction, you actually meet Thomas for the very first time in a mission, a cutscene that happens in a mission called Americans at Rest, where he actually stops Arthur from beating a man to death.
Stop! Stop! Please! Please! I beg you, stop. Come, sir. You won the fight already. Surely that's enough.
What business is it of yours?
No business. No business, sir, but please, I beg you.
Now, once that cutscene occurs, you can talk to Thomas one more time in front of the stables and Valentine, and he will have this to say.
Well, you're just full of charity, ain't you?
Oh, I'm just trying to help where I can, sir.
Or interfere.
You would have killed that man.
What I do is none of your damn business, okay?
Okay. Okay, sir. Come on, please. Please, somebody, be generous.
Now, a little bit later on in Chapter 2, you'll actually collect a debt from Thomas Downs in a mission called Money Lending and Other Sins. This is a required mission in which you have to do, and it's also where Arthur contracts tuberculosis. Something you probably know, Thomas Downs has tuberculosis, and when you meet him, he's farming in his little field, and you essentially have to threaten him to give him money. And he basically says that he doesn't have any and that he needs more time. And this is what happens.
Please, please, no.
You borrowed money from my business partner, Herr Strauss. You owe him, you took the money. He wants it back, what's not to understand? Where's our money?
I don't have it.
Sell your place.
We already owe more than it's worth.
Then sell your wife, or your family, or something. We ain't your idea of charity. Is that clear?
Thomas!
What are you looking at?
Thomas!
I said what you looking at, woman.
My husband isn't well. If we could just have more...
Like I said, we ain't nobody's idea of charity. Get us the money.
So that interaction right there was important because essentially Arthur, what he did right there, he basically beat Thomas Downs to death. Like the tuberculosis was going to kill him, but the fact that he had just beat the crap out of him basically just sped up his death. And you saw his son, Archie, and his wife, Edith, that were coming to his rescue there at the end. Now, this is where our secret encounter happens. Now, I'm trying to go in chronological order here. Edith Downs will actually visit you at camp after the mission Money Lending and Other Sins Part 3, where she will have this to say.
Hello?
My husband owed you money. Here it is.
Thank you. And your husband, is he well?
He's dead. Combination of beatings and sickness did for him.
My deepest condolences, madam.
And mine to you. For all your wretched lives.
Didn't mean for the fella to die.
He was sick, Mr. Morgan. Not our fault.
I don't know.
Wow, so that right there is really interesting. Edith Downs basically goes to camp and says, here's some of the money, and Arthur basically killed my husband. Like, how sad is that? And then, of course, she storms off in anger, and I would assume heads back to the Downs ranch. Now, you do not hear from the Downs again until chapter 3. In a mission called Sodom Back to Gomorrah, you actually revisit the Downs ranch, where you sort of figure out what you already know from the encounter she had at camp.
My husband's not cold in the ground, and you've come back here. Archie, I nearly paid off what was owed.
Your husband knew the rules when he took that money. Now, I'm real sorry about the way things turned out. But he had a choice. Ain't my fault about the way the world is.
He didn't have a choice. He was good, and he did good. There wasn't no choice in that. And you as good as killed him yourself, and don't kid yourself. You had a choice.
You speak as if killing was something I cared about.
You ever wonder about eternity? You should.
I hope it's hot and terrible, Mrs. Downs. Otherwise, I'll feel I've been sold a false bill of goods. Now, please, give me that money. Either you got a lazy eye or lack of respect. Which is it, boy?
I ain't got no lazy eye. No respect for the likes of you.
Well, maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black, on your behalf. You think on that, boy?
Well, maybe you shall, sir. And maybe other events will transpire.
You best stick to them books, because mark my words on this. Vengeance is an idiot's game. Ah, Mrs. Downs, thank you for your punctuality. It's next to godliness, isn't it?
That's cleanliness.
I'll have to take your word on that. Good day.
So that cutscene right there, you see the Downs moving out of their house. She officially pays off all of the debt, and you can tell that the son is not very happy with Arthur Morgan. And that is the last we see of the Downs until chapter 4. In chapter 4, you actually run into Mrs. Downs, who has essentially turned into a lady of the night. In a mission called Brothers and Sisters 1 and All, at the very end of it, you meet her on the side of the street. So as you guys saw there, things have gotten pretty bad for Mrs. Downs. She went from a rancher's wife to being a lady of the night in Saint Denis. Then we see her again in chapter 6. In the mission That's Murphy Country, you actually see her in Annesburg, where she still has the same profession, and Arthur runs into her once again. Now, that is the final time in which you are required to see Mrs. Downs. However, there's a secret set of missions in Chapter 6 called Do Not Seek Absolution. And in that mission, you can only do it if you have high honor.
Go away. Just go away.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but Well,
You're sorry. Yeah, I heard you.
but, I mean, this country is man unleashed. That's the thing, and it ain't my fault any more than it's anyone else.
Man unleashed? Then unleash goodness. Not just hell's feeble brothers, sir.
But how? I mean, all I know how to do is fight, I guess. I was set free to fight. Where's your son, Mrs. Downs?
Where you think? Down the mine. Until he gets sick. Which won't be long, given how hard they work him. See, foremen don't like him, so he gets the worst of it.
Maybe I could go with...
Well, maybe you could just leave us all alone. Maybe you could just go fight some other battle.
Why don't you shut up?
Who's this, your daddy?
My daddy died. And this man, he killed him. What are you doing here?
Leave the boy alone.
Why'd you kill his daddy? You after his mama?
Stop bullying the boy.
Get out of my business, mister.
Leave the boy alone.
Or what?
Or I'll kill you too.
You couldn't kill no one. Look at you, all ragged and sick and weak. Clear off, you goddamn hermit. Clear off! You and the horse son here. can't even...
Now, who's next? Let the boy go. Let him go! Come with me. Shame on you. He's just a goddamn boy! Let's get you out of here.
They're gonna kill me. Now I got no job and they're gonna kill me.
I've got some money. You and your mama can go someplace nice.
Well, why are you doing this?
I don't know. Listen, take this. All of it. Try and talk to your mama and get out of here. Now run.
I'll try.
Good boy. I don't want to see you here again.
She said it'd be better to die than to take it.
Maybe she's right. I don't know. I don't know anything about morals.
She's still heading out. Working, you know?
I'm sorry, son. Sorry about all of this.
She ain't been back for a few hours. She left with some fella down the railway tracks. I did not like the look of him.
Which way you say?
That way. Around the woods towards, Willard's Rest.
I'll see what I can do.
And essentially, this high honor mission allows Arthur to essentially redeem himself, helping the Downs family. He helps out Edith and he helps out Archie.
That's enough now, partner. You're starting to scare me, let alone the poor woman. Clear off. Who are you? Someone who don't want to hear no more of your nasty mouth. Push me. I'll put a bullet in you.
I presume Archie sent you?
I said clear off before I deal with you.
I'll see you again, dearie.
Listen to me. Excuse me.
You sound like my husband.
I know. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what happened. I was, a fool. And I'm suffering for my foolishness. But don't go and get yourself killed because of your pride. You have a son, Mrs. Downs.
I'm just so ashamed.
And at the very end of that mission, not only does he rescue Edith and Archie Downs, but he also gives them a ton of money as well and tells them to start a new life.
Mama! Mama!
Oh, you silly boy. Oh, Archie, oh, we do.
Get out of here. Go live someplace else. Start over. Here, take this. I don't need it no more.
I don't want your money.
Yeah, I know you don't want it.
I don't.
You sure as shit need it. Take it.
No.
I ain't looking for forgiveness. It ain't about that. But don't forgive me. Just take the money and get out of here. Please. I know I ruined your life. I suffer for it every day. But don't let yourself get killed for pride. I seen it kill too many folk. Don't say anything. Don't thank me. Just take the money and pack your bags. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
I said don't thank me. Get out of here. Please.
So after that mission, that's the final time in which you see the Downs, Edith, and Archie in any missions. However, you will see them in the credits of the game, and you'll also see them in a newspaper article as well. So in the credits of Red Dead Redemption 2, you actually see Edith and Archie Downs in Saint Denis, and they look much wealthier. You guys can see that they look to be boarding some sort of steamship or boat, and you can see obviously Archie is much older, Edith is much older, they're wearing much nicer clothes, and it seems as if they have very much turned their life around. So that's obviously great news. And then in the Blackwater Ledger number 75, we figure out what happened to them permanently. There's an article called A Gentleman's Sport. Golfing soars in popularity, generates a tidy profit. And we see the article says, indeed, this publication received a sunny dispatch from the 31st state that New Hanover's very own Edith Downs has developed and opened a brand new golf course to much acclaim and fanfare. She and her son Archie have of late ventured into several businesses out west, which is a very different lifestyle from her past as a rancher's wife. So they basically became, I don't know if millionaires would be the right way to describe them, but incredibly wealthy because they started golf courses. And I think it's safe to say that Arthur is the reason for that. They got them out of the terrible situation in Annesburg, and he gave them enough money to survive and start something new. So Arthur is the big reason in which they have the ultimate positive outcome. You could say it's their ultimate redemption. So that right there is the complete story of the Downs family, Thomas, Edith, and Archie, what happens to them from the very start of the game in Chapter 2 all the way to the very end of the epilogue, including that secret encounter that you might not have known you could actually have with Edith in camp. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.